there was a case with a lesbian couple back in 2015 that you helped get them a settlement of $80,000, and I was so happy when you did that. For our listeners and viewers who don't know about that situation, could you explain what happened to that couple?
Sure. Well, these two young women who were a couple came from California to Hawaii for a brief vacation before one of them was scheduled to go into the Air Force. And they were on the North Shore, and they went into a supermarket there, and they were showing public affection. They were kissing each other. And somebody yelled at them, told them to stop, cut that out. And then there was a police officer in this store. We believe he was on his way home at the time, and he intervened and told them that if they didn't leave, he would arrest them. They objected. A physical struggle ensued, and both of them were arrested and thrown in prison, in jail, and they didn't have the money to raise their bail. Eventually, a couple of people helped them raise their bail, and they got out, and they had to stay in Hawaii for several months until the matter was resolved and all the charges against them were dropped. And it was pretty clear that the police officer in that instance was the aggressor. The police officer was the one who attacked them, and should not even really have intervened with them at all. We settled with the supermarket early on because they certainly did not want any piece of that action. And eventually we were able to reach a civil settlement with the city over the police officer's behavior, and to the best of my knowledge, the police officer retired and the women went back to California.
That's a great story, and I'm so happy that they were able to get in touch with you and have that made right, because it's unfortunate, but sometimes the threat of a lawsuit gets better response than, hey, how about you just leave these two people who are in love to be? Like, why do you have to get in the middle of that?
There was no excuse. There was no justification. They weren't harming anybody. They were just kissing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was just appalling to most rational thinking people. But as we've seen with recent events involving, black people and all these incidents where people get screamed at and yelled at and hostility comes out for no good reason, that's what happened there.
Yeah, de-escalation is the key. That was the exact opposite of de-escalation to handle that whole situation. But yeah, thank you for that story.